Good morning, you guys, and happy Tuesday. I was up super early, weirdly enough. I don't know where, I already have to pee. I literally told myself like, oh, I'll do a little intro and then I'll pee. I have to pee now, hold on. We're back for real. I'm going to close this window even though I love having the air because I don't want it to be so loud for you guys. I'm so nice. Ugh. My mornings have been a different pace as of recently, just with my protocol being that we are kind of reversing into this next show. And I've been soaking it up. I love still starting my mornings with getting my steps in. When I woke up this morning, because it was so early, it was kind of raining still and like dreary. So I went to the little like apartment gym that you saw. When I first went in there was somebody on the treadmill because there's only one, for this whole part, there's one treadmill. What? It's giving like college campus having one Smith machine. Like that's like the most demanded thing ever and you're gonna have one of them. I don't know. So we just make alternatives and you pivot, and we were able to use it after she was finished. I was grateful that she was just finishing up so I didn't have to wait too long for that. So that was sick. So as we are reversing into this next show, I've tried to be less anxious about the changes. Hold on, we're busy. Not necessarily that I'm like anxious about changes, but I keep waiting for this prep to go back to last prep. This is a completely different prep and I've had to separate myself from that because every check-in I'm thinking, okay, when is Georgia gonna add back in the 40 minutes, 165, 170 heart rate? Like when am I gonna die again, basically? Hey, I didn't die. Hey, it was a challenge of my choosing and I got through it, period. I could do it again. I notice I get really, and my digestion tells all because I didn't poop yesterday before my check-ins. And I was like, damn it, I'm just sitting there waiting, I'm doing all my squatty potty, I'm like looking up, doing breathing exercises, and it's not coming out. And I'm like, so this is already ruined. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's actually extra fine. Because my food got increased again, we are looking for my weight to be steady, not necessarily be like up. I mean, we want it higher for stage, but like we're just looking to see how my body responds. And Georgia said multiple times, like this is a trial period. We are in a really great spot. This is not, we're not continuing to necessarily like dig, which is very reassuring because in my head, I thought that prep could only be one thing. So this is a completely separate, different thing. And treating it like that has been really helpful to me because it feels like a different one too. Now that I've seen the whole shebang and I've been through the whole shebang, I know what to expect for certain things. And I think a lot of my anxiety is around, it's mainly the cardio. It really mainly is the cardio that I'm nervous about because we've been without it for so long that I'm almost like waiting for the cardio heel, my shoe fairy heel to drop. And which it did, by the way. We have posing practice and I'm like, hopefully my heels stay on. I don't know. We'll get there, that's later. I'm waiting for the day that like it'll happen again and we're gonna go right back into it. And that's not necessarily what this phase is gonna look like. And I've had to accept that for what it is and just let myself enjoy, let myself have these mornings with myself where I'm just getting my steps, have some nice breakfast. I got my fall. I've been listening in the mornings whenever I make breakfast because I typically eat outside here, which I will continue to do as it's like barely, with a blanket, it's manageable. It's fall ambient 8D audio, cafe audio. Do you hear that? And I love it. It's a fall vibe. Also plant haul because Nick and I got new plants. So this is our guy Norm. We've already had him, but I needed something tall there because to make room for these two guys. Beautiful. Look how beautiful that is. Are you serious? This is a real alive plant. I've only ever had fake ones in my house because I never knew how to take care of them and never had the natural light, but this is so gorgeous, this plant. And then we got this other plant up here. Gorgeous moment. And what's gonna happen is with time and water and pixie dust, it's gonna get vines and like grow down there. Doesn't that look amazing? I'm adding plants to shit. I'm starting to feel like it's fall. I'm starting to burrow. This prep is just different. It like literally is different, but it also just feels so different. And I'm trying not to expect what I know from the last one to bleed into this one because we're literally going about it in a different way. And I just assume that the word prep means that your food is always going to be lower or that your cardio is always going to be up. And it's like, well, if we're using the feedback, like that's not what this phase is, girl. So I actually meet with Georgia. We're hanging out on Thursday and she'll see me in person to kind of, again, like just go over posing, see where I'm sitting. And then we'll just continue to make adjustments as we have. But I've been really so much more present in this process. We might add cardio back in. I don't know. She said there's even a possibility that we might not even add it until like a week or two before peak week. Huh? Then what am I doing? Part of me's like, what is this? Because I'm so used to it being that I'm really just having to embrace a different phase, which is so okay. Got my sweet potato, of course. Ooh, God, I'm getting good at grammages. In lieu of enjoying our beautiful breakfast, that's my extra gram that I eat for myself as a present. I'm gonna run you through what my meal plan looks like now. The same shit, just more of it. Amazing. This might sound super silly and dramatic, but a part of me is nervous to enjoy things because I'm just so used to expecting everything to be the hard version of it. Georgia even mentioned that even if we weren't doing a second show, she was like, this is what your reverse would look like. Like, this is what a reverse is. Even if we weren't doing the show, which was comforting to hear of, oh, this is a change that I'm gonna need to get familiar with anyways, because I'm seriously like, I'm so not scared. I'm not scared. I have power. Hey, I have power. I'm a superwoman. But I genuinely fear the day that I get to do 40 minutes of what I was doing before fasted again, even though I don't even think that will ever happen, I think. I don't know. From what Georgia said, my heart rate will never need to get that high again. We are not needing to go the measures we did to get this lean in order to maintain this lean. I'm trying to use this phase in general of getting myself comfortable with what it feels like to not have things be the hard thing, to enjoy a slow morning, put on cafe music and romanticize my shit. That's something that is oddly challenging for me because I'm waiting for it to be forced. I'm waiting for it to be for something, or like, okay, well, this is for stage, so there's gotta be some secret token of don't get too used to it, girl, because, you know, eventually we're gonna pull food again, and I don't know that, and from what Georgia has described, that's not even true. I'm excited for my reverse, like my reverse for real, outside of like when there is genuinely not a show attached to it, because I think that could be very insightful to share with other people, because you're so used to things being one specific way and for something that taking the what is it, your foot off the gas feels foreign. It genuinely is not. Is that still on? That's still on. Guys, we turned it off. Wow, ski. Because we're reversing it in a second show, I feel like I have a really cool opportunity to have like a middle ground of, I don't just go from show to nothing, both reversing and still doing a show. So I still get a little bit of that, okay, I'm working towards this one thing, and then we're able to pivot again. But with this, does that make any sense? Like, I'm gonna be reversing after this next show, of course, and I'm going to be going through a significant improvement season, absolutely. I feel like I'm easing my way into the mental challenge of a hard reverse. Does that make sense? I feel like you get what I'm saying if you get what I'm saying, and if you don't, you don't. Sorry. These are feelings that I will always have to, or not always, but eventually need to navigate. Being able to navigate them a little bit and get used to what that feels like with something like, oh, well, this is for this show, and then we're gonna pivot again. I feel like that is just, I'm letting myself enjoy that, and I'm letting myself soak that up and in. This is not the most fall ambient vibe you've ever seen in your life. Got my blankie, okay? Sweet potato, eggs, kimchi, blueberries, per usual, my supplements, my greens, code Haley, off Legion. Look how gorgeous. I'm gonna eat this in my solitude. I told y'all that my shoes did break, so I cut the straps off. I saw a TikTok that said, if you cut the straps off of your shoes and then order these clear straps off Amazon. I haven't quite figured out like how to do it. I was playing around with it. It still feels very wobbly to me, but we're just gonna use this in the meantime and then just kind of hope that that's good enough. I'm keeping my socks on because I'm literally so cold. Mina was telling me that the strapless heels that Shoe Fairy has, like, they don't even have adjustable straps. She was like, I know you would think that that would be not stable at all, but they are really stable. I'm still debating on if I want to completely order new heels or not. I haven't come to that conclusion because it's not that this is like bad. It's just, it doesn't fit my heel like perfectly. And I just don't want that to be a variable that I'm even like worried about when it comes to stage kind of vibes. So we're literally figuring that out. This is kind of my makeshift moment. Don't let perfect be the enemy of good, crew. That's literally what we're doing. Live footage of us doing the best that we can, choosing for that to be good enough. I have a little bit of time to like make up my mind, but I am teetering on just ordering a new pair because I'm afraid of like, even if I Gorilla Glued these to, hey, me at Posy Practice. It feels like when you put on a slip-on shoe to like take the groceries downstairs, and it's like your mom's shoes or something, and they're slipping off your heel, but like you only need it to work for like one flight of stairs. This is my vibe. Yay! Let's go pose. So
I was gonna say, like, have you been using the standing bed? But
no, this is, I still, maybe I'm not showering right. I still have spray tan on from like 2 weeks ago.
Play a little snappy with it.
Like faster? Yeah. And then you said slowly here. Is that correct?
Larger step with that foot. And then setting it. Really throw that leg.
Okay.
Yes. There you go. That was on the money.
It feels more confident.
Be prepared for a fake natty allegation. Okay, Smize. Tyra Banks.
It is the beautiful time of day where we get to utilize our mini whisk, everybody. We get 65 grams of cream of rice before this beautiful leg day, which I'm so excited for. I cannot articulate how nice it's been running a new training protocol, even though it's nothing crazily different than what I was doing prior when it comes, like, obviously you're gonna have your hinge variation, your hip thrusts, whatever. Just having a 4-day split instead of a 5-day split. I'm running that 5 days a week. I'm still training 5 days a week, but like just to have the change. I'm resting more often, it feels like, even though technically I'm not. Having my rest days on different days, going to different machines than I'm used to. These are little changes that help in separating the fact that this prep is different from my other one. We are also training much earlier than I usually train, and I feel really good. Hey, proof it doesn't matter. Sometimes I'll be like, well, I have to train. It's okay, it's 1 o'clock now, I can go train. I have felt so much less pressure and control with time this go round. If I'm gonna do something at a certain time of day, like, that is my decision, that is my truth, that is my moment. I'm not dictated by what the clock says. Versus in my first prep, I think I put a lot of pressure of like, okay, I will talk about this more in a podcast episode, I think, because I have many thoughts on it. I was viewing my energy in such a scarcity mindset that I made every little decision ever so crafted around when is my energy the most optimal. So I would only train at one particular time, or everything needed to be perfect to make sure I could put my best foot forward. And it did that maybe help me sometimes, sure. But also now I feel like, okay, well, I can also just do whatever the fuck I need to do. I'm confident in the foot that I put forward, regardless of what time that is. So when I check the clock, I don't feel like a pressure of, it's this time, this is what this means. It's like, the time is just whatever the fuck the time is while I'm doing what I need to be doing. Like, it doesn't have as much meaning and direction as it used to have over me, and it feels really nice and freeing, and like I could soar and fly around. You know what I'm saying? I'm being very careful. Don't watch too loud or else I'll spill this. Because we're at the annoying phase once you're like 2 increments in of cream of rice where you feel like it's just not gonna work because it's like, what's happening? It will, babe. Just be patient, okay? Give it that labor of love and it'll work out. Let it all work out. We're gonna add a scoop of our cookie butter to this, one of my favorite cream of rice flavors, or proteins to add to my cream of rice. It's just the one that I keep over here, which is why usually, like, whenever I'm over here, it's like the same too, because it's easiest, and I love this flavor so much, and they even have it online now. They used to only have it in Vitamin Shop. Code freaking Haley, my hot girls get me, but now we're gonna have to re-microwave this again. It smells like a fall Yankee candle. We get our peanut butter. Which, for everybody asking, ow, burning me. Yes, I have been using Smooth because it does spread more. This is burning me so bad. I'm still team chunk, I think. Smooth just spreads better. So this is our pre-workout. That's burning me so bad. Beautiful pre-workout porridge. Hey, hey, hey. Little pump check. Hello. Okay. You know, this is one of those times where it's so important to track your workouts because I PR'd in almost every exercise. My muscle connection was like, this light is gonna bother me. Progressively overloaded in, I would say, I think everything but one thing. And the one thing that I didn't, I really focused on that mind muscle connection and I was able to match my weights. So it's like, if I didn't have that, I would have probably left this workout and been like, it wasn't as good as I wanted. Girl, that was amazing. And we didn't hurt ourselves, so at the end of the day, every lift is a good lift as long as you didn't get injured, so period. I don't know if I ever showed you guys my October wallpaper. You guys know I got a different cat for every month. I plan it out. That's my vibe for October. Just focused, you know what I'm saying? We're listening to I by Kendrick Lamar. I really like that song, so. We are, what, like 13 or something days post-show, and I feel like I have finally, maybe almost gotten all my spray tan off. In my shower, I shaved and exfoliated the hell out of myself. And I didn't think that I prepped that well for my spray tan because I was kind of rushed the day of it, but I guess it's still on a little, it's off now for real, I think. We're making our post-workout meal before heading into our remainder of our client work for this evening. So first of all, hey, are you seeing this right now? 250 grams of a sweet potato. And my post-work, that's amazing. That's record numbers. And I keep it whole. And what this does is, I used to stab it up, but no. This is gonna make it buttery. I'm gonna put this in for probably 3 minutes and then reevaluate. Forgot I made my broccoli. I literally forgot I did that. Wow. Thanks, Haley, at one point. I was able to throw some laundry in there. Guys, I'm just feeling like an adult. Like, I'm feeling so confident and just proud of myself. I don't know what that, no, it doesn't need a meeting. I am feeling proud of myself and I'm excited to munch and have this evening to myself. Literally through my whole workout today, all that I listened to on repeat was Folded by Kalani. That was it. That was it. That's it. I got through it. Her runs like sound like butter. It folded. So good. So get your beef, salt your beef. I want to eat outside to get my evening sunlight, but I'm kind of nervy because it's like also cold. I need to hood it up, you know what I'm saying? And then while my beef crackles and pops, we have our sweet potato. This is how you test it, okay? Okay, that was bad. The test is if it goes through like that. Perfect. You want it smooth. Get our broccoli that was on the counter, which you didn't see. Shh. I had it folded. Baby. That's gonna be stuck. I think that's my favorite song right now. Sorry. Gratefully so, I think we caught this at just the right. Hello, I immediately get blinded. Just the right amount of sunset for me to be able to eat this comfortably. I literally look like an amoeba with a little blankie. Blankie will help while we collect our evening sunlight points, but this is my post-workout. 60 degrees right now, but like windy. It's feeling fall, y'all. That's definitely on a Home Goods something. All right, you guys, I finished up my client calls this evening. I was able to edit some of this vlog, which was sick. We have exercised enough cabin fall fun time. It's Sex in the City time. Thank you so much. Let me go ahead and exit YouTube. There's a part of me that's like, oh, I could use this whole evening because Nick's at his parents' house tonight, so I have the place to myself. Hey, because he has an appointment that's like closer to his parents' house, so it just makes more sense. How do I go to, oh God, here we go. Exit YouTube. Girl figures out Xbox. Oh, here we go. I never had an Xbox growing up, but all I had was a DSi with Mario Kart on it, and I ate that up. And my DSi dogs. Do you guys remember that? They're probably all dead. Exit YouTube. Perfect. I was envious of people who had like PlayStations or Xboxes because, is it Xboxes or Xbox? Xbox I. Get my I forgot what I was even just saying. To just work into the night and be a little work stallion. But I have been on my computer being a work stallion all day. So I need to sit my butt down. I'm on season 2 already, you guys. We're gonna start season 2 today. Take me out to the ball game. OMG, I'm stoked. So stoked for that. Maybe even fold some laundry. I don't need to though, because not everything is a productivity work stallion. One thing about working for yourself and working at home is you do need to be very regimented about your boundaries when it comes to your work hours. I've had to learn how to turn it off, how to be like, you know what? It's good enough, girl. It's time to just eat and relax and you're good. Like, you don't need to just keep adding on more because you have that moment, because then you're just never gonna be done. Like, where is that line between, oh, I can work extra hard, and like, are you ever going to stop doing that? you know, and I just know myself. And unfortunately, I am the type of person who'll just keep adding on shit. So I'm like, no. I brewed some tea. I've been in my tea era. Nick's mom actually got me sleepy time tea. This has melatonin in it. I haven't tried it before. It's been sitting. I wanted it to like stew in there for a while, but I've been sipping and slurping up this honey lavender stress relief tea. I already have like 4 bags left. I got it like 2 days ago. I've been having so much tea because what I love about this tea, this brand, this Yogi brand, they have little notes on the tea bags. I love that. So let's make some dinner. As much as I am craving the peanut butter and rice version of this dinner that I get to have, I don't have any rice cooked. So while God gave me a craving for rice, he unfortunately did not give me the patience to go with that. So I'm just gonna have to do the potato. I guess I gotta use the microwave. I've been loving having that flexibility of being able to choose. It's kept some fun spunk. Add my pull from that chicken tub, get our 100 gramos, get it on there, Sergeant. Guys, just have fun. You know what I mean? Life is too damn short not to just have some damn fun. Quit being so serious. Be serious where it like needs to be there, but in moments where you can't be, always choose to not. That's my quote that I'm gonna put on my headstone. Have you ever thought about your death? I don't know if I wanna be cremated or not. I feel like that puts way too much power in whoever else is here's hands, where they could totally, if they hated me, just knowing my luck, somebody would spread me on a piece of toast like some fucking Vegemite, my salty ass. I just had a moment where I'm so grateful that Nick is not here because you know when you have, this is gonna be TMI and I'm making dinner, but like you don't care. When you know when you pass gas that is going to be absolutely lethal, you can feel it. And just to be able to do that and not have to worry about putting somebody else in peril. Love you, Nick, but it's kind of nice. And he honestly probably agrees with that because I have put that poor man through hell and he is so incredibly real for his just ability to put up with me and my aromatic conquests that the hobbies I enjoy make out of me or get out of me, take out of me. I don't know. All right, you divas, mommy is about to have herself a freaking night, dude. I'm just really excited. Spit the fork out on the floor because we're using our hands anyways. That's what I call, I was gonna say the butterfly effect, but that doesn't make any sense. Haley effect, the Cordova effect.
When I slip my finger in your ass.
All right, y'all. We got fresh nails that have drone? What is what I'm looking for? Drone? Why can't I stop saying drone? Dried? They've dried. We have our yogurt that we just took out of the freezer that we're gonna pair. 2 caramel rice cakes. This has 20 grams of peanut butter in it as well. The one thing about painting your nails, even though it's been a couple episodes into these, like I know that they are dry enough, I'm still very much like so nervy to do anything with these. Of course, no bowl of yogurt would be complete without a diet root beer, okay? I'm having way too much fun. No, I'm not. Who sets the limits? Not me. But we're gonna finish up this episode and go to bed after this, but I hope that you guys enjoyed watching my little day in my life. I had a very fun day today. Cheers to that. Hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you in next week's video. Go get big.